It's chocolate, but not for dessert. It's as part of the entree. We have Chef Janna Moon here to show us how to make, ready for it, chocolate crusted pork tenderloin. Now, Jen, I'm always nice to people when they're here on the show. I'm especially nice when they're holding big knives in their hands.
Of course.
So welcome to the show here on Better Kansas City. It's a pleasure to have you today. I would never picture this, mashing chocolate up with pork tenderloin, but you're doing it for us today, right?
Of course. It's a savory chocolate crusted pork tenderloin.
What kind of inspired this dish for you?
Well, it actually got inspired when a cooking competition.
Okay.
Yes, it was a savory chocolate cooking competition, and I decided pork crusted chocolate tenderloin.
That's how to do it, huh? Well, what kind of chocolate then did you use in this dish here? And once you answer that, I want you to get started here because I want to show everybody what you got set up here too.
I use a Mexican chocolate.
Okay.
I grind it up real fine, and I add like garlic powder, onion powder, a little salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper, and a little lemon zest in there.
Okay, so you're still giving those normal spices that we'd
Yes.
use on a pork tenderloin, but just giving it a little bit of chocolate flavor as well.
Of course.
So I'll let you get started here. What are you going to do to the tenderloin initially?
Well, at first you have to trim the edges, trim this little membrane and fat tissue.
Okay.
And some fat is good, but we can't have too much fat.
That's right. So just
take
trim
a
it up.
sharp knife, cut that on off.
That is a pretty sharp knife there, so
Yes.
still, I'm going to be very nice to you. So on your rub here that you've made, again, you said you used Mexican chocolate. What's the difference between like a Mexican chocolate and a semi-sweet chocolate that we'd use, like, you know, for baking cookies or something like that?
A Mexican chocolate has a stronger, robust flavor. It's mostly like 70% dark chocolate.
Okay.
And then they add flavors like roasted red pepper, vanilla,
Oh, wow.
coffee, cinnamon. So it's a flavored full chocolate that you just add into your dish.
Beautiful. Well, you're already starting to get it coated there in your rub there.
You wanna rub it all over.
Rub it all over. That's
Yes.
right. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't have too much chocolate.
And then we'll move over to the pan here. Now you're just going to sear it in there. That's just to kind of lock it in. And
Yes.
then are we going to do all the cooking in the pan?
Yes.
Okay. There it goes. All right. Well, we'll get the cooktop to work here eventually one of these days. But so how long would you then sear it in the pan there?
Well, I would sear each side about 4 or 5 minutes, depending on the size of the tenderloin.
And that's going to cook it all the way through and be ready to
All
go?
the way through and let it rest for another 4 minutes.
Is it important to let it rest? Like, well, say I just got done cooking my Thanksgiving turkey, and of course you want to let that sit and rest for a little bit before you carve it up. Is it the
Yes.
same thing with the tenderloin too?
Yes, letting it rest will hold in like all the juices and the flavor. It'll just taste better.
Yeah. Well, let's get over to the finished product here. So you've already got it plated up for us here. You're going to serve it with some nice, some Brussels sprouts, and like you said, this is some cauliflower mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Okay. How did you season up your cauliflower there, and your Brussels sprouts?
The Brussels sprouts are actually apple infused Brussels sprouts. So
okay.
it's a little bit of chopped up apples, honey, apple vinegar, and bacon fat.
Bacon fat.
Yes, you gotta
Nothing
have
can
that
be
bacon
wrong
fat.
if it's not cooked in bacon fat, or if it is cooked in bacon fat. So can I try a piece of your? I want to try some of the
You
vegetables
sure
right there. Here we go. That's good pork tenderloin right there.
Nice and juicy.
And you know, just a hint of the chocolate in there. That's really good. All right. My wife come home tonight, my wife is like, Bill, why did you buy Mexican chocolate? It's because I'm making pork tenderloin tonight. We're going to eat good. All right, Jan, well, thank you very much for being here. Jan's first time on Better Kansas City. She did a great job. Round of applause for her. Well done. All right.